Okay, we just did 17.2, which is area of circle, and I kind of got ahead of myself. I guess in the beginning of that video, I discussed the circumference of a circle in my head. We had done that already, which we didn't. So the area of the circle is what's found on the inside. The circumference is the distance around. It's basically the perimeter, but it's a little bit different when we're working with circles. So I'd like to remind you that the radius is 2 times the diameter, which means that the diameter is half of that radius, okay? So when we're working with the circumference, your circumference equals 2 pi r, or it equals pi times the diameter, depending on what you have, okay? So I'm gonna look at that 17.4 worksheet that I attached into your assignments. We'll go ahead and do some of the information on the front together. Remember again, for pi, most of the time we're going to use that 3.14. The only time you're going to use 22/7 is if you start with a fraction, okay? We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, we don't want to mess ourselves up anymore, so we're going to work mainly with 3.14. The only time we'll use 22.7 is when your information starts with a fraction. So let's look at the front of page 17.4. We skipped 17.3 because we don't want to do any added information. So we've done area, now we're going to move into circumference, which is distance around 17.4. So let's go ahead and look at, I will keep this formula up here. You have 2 pi r, or you have the circumference is pi times d, and pi is mainly going to be 3.14. I bet you guys have missed that sound. Stuff going on outside my window. I think they're power washing the sidewalk right now. Whatever, it is what it is. So we have marks for my hair. We have some information here. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. Number 1, it gives me the diameter. Okay, so if we look at the front of that, it actually gave me the line through all the way edge to edge as 13 yards. So my diameter is 13 yards. I'm going to figure out which one of these formulas do I want to use. If I have the diameter, I'm going to do this one right here. So all I'm taking is that diameter, and I'm multiplying it by pi. So 3.14. 13 times 3.14. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on my calculator. 13 times 3.14 is going to equal 40.82. Now, this is a distance around. It is not area. Area is the only thing that we want to label with a square. Okay, so this is just going to be our main label, which if our diameter is in yards, our circumference is also going to be in yards. Let's look at the directions. It says to round to the nearest whole number again. So I'm going to look at this first number after the decimal, which is an 8. So I'm going to round up. I'm going to make that 41 yards is my circumference. Okay, so we worked with the diameter there. Let's go ahead and try another one. Let's look at number 2. So I have the diameter equals 10.5 feet. So again, I have the diameter here, so I'm going to use this formula, pi times d, okay? So pi is 3.14, and I'm just going to multiply it by my diameter. So I have 3.14 times 10.5 is going to give me 32.97. Now, I do have to round to the nearest whole number. So again, I'm going to look at this number right here. It is a 9, which means I'm going to round up. So I'm going to have it as 33 yards. Okay, there's my circumference. Awesome. Now let's say I have radius. Okay, so my radius, let's look at number 5. So they gave me just the radius here, and it gave me 7 feet. So if my radius equals 7 feet, I know that my circumference is 2 times pi times r, or it's pi times the diameter. Let's go ahead and start with this. If my radius is 7 feet, my diameter is going to be 14 feet, because it's times 2. In order to get the diameter, I multiply by 2. So that's going to be what I ask you to do as your first step. If you're given the radius, go ahead and write down the diameter. It's going to help you figure that out a little bit quicker, okay? So now I'm going to say 3.14, which is my pi, multiply it by 14. So 3.14 times 14 is going to give me 43.96. Again, I look at that, I want to round up, so I get 44 together, and then I'm gonna set you free. So, my number 6, 2.5 meters, and it looks like what they gave me is the radius again. So if my radius is 2.5 meters, my diameter is gonna be twice that, so that times 2, which is gonna give me 5 meters. So again, my circumference equals pi times the diameter. We already figured out that diameter because that's our first step. So we're going to say 3.14 times 5. So 3.14 times 5 equals 15.7. 15.7, I want to round it to the nearest whole number. Again, it looks like we're rounding all of these up. So that is higher than 5, 5 or higher. So I'm going to make this a 16. My label should be meters. And we have now figured out our circumference. So, our assignment on the back, I'm not going to have you do the word problems because I'm a nice, kind, caring teacher and because you love me. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 through 10 even. I know that the amount of work that we're doing is a lot less, but you're going to have to take a lot more time watching the videos and going through everything, and I want you to still show your work step by step of what you're doing. So if you have the ability to print out the worksheets, awesome. If not, pull them up on your computer, do your work on a paper in front of you, in your math notebook, whatever it is, and then send me pictures of that so that I can see what you're doing, so that I can help you along the way. If you have any questions, that way I can use that to reference. We are going to do numbers 2 through 10 even on the back of that worksheet for 17.4. I hope that helps. Hope it makes sense. Sorry I confused you in 17.2 by even mentioning the circumference because you hadn't done that yet, but I know you guys are going to do great. Let me know if you have questions. Okay.